Dr. Chomba Chuma has been living in South Africa for 10 years now. He runs his own healthcare business in Johannesburg, where he resides with his wife. Since his arrival in the country, Dr. Chuma has been sending money to his home country, Kenya, every month.
My parents are still back home. I've got relatives back home, and there is always a need for money for one or two things that they need.
Dr. Chuma is just one out of an estimated 30 million citizens that live outside of their country of birth and send money home to help their families or to invest. Remittances sent home by migrants is estimated to be around $52 billion a year, but experts say this figure could be as much as 3 or 4 times higher.
We can only see the money being tracked in terms of the formal channels, but in terms of the informal channels, we can't really kind of see how much money is actually going into a country ultimately.
Dr. Chuma says sending money home through the banks can be a laborious process and often takes a long time.
Even if it's a small amount, the bank needs to show that where is this person getting the money from? And they need to look at your payslip, your contract of employment, your work permit status, and all those issues that somebody may not comply with. So for small amounts of money, people would prefer to use the informal channels rather than use the formal channels, which are much more expensive and which have a lot of red tape behind them.
As a result, billions of dollars from around the world flows into Africa and is not tracked. This money has become an important source of income for poor households. Remittances to Nigeria amount to about $10 billion a year, the highest of any African country.
Instead of just sending money home for just daily requirements, they're actually kind of investing in projects, infrastructure, housing, etc.
So even though money is often not sent through the official channels, it is getting to the continent faster and is being used for developmental purposes.
Money sent by diaspora actually goes more towards areas where development can be most felt by the citizens. Education and healthcare are probably two of the biggest areas where people send money for. Or probably your parents are sick or somebody else is sick in the family, you need to send them money so that they can get to pay the hospital bills.
And unlike foreign aid, remittances are not subject to donor terms. The remittances that are tracked now amount to more than Western aid to Africa.
So while the number of Africans living abroad fast tracks the continent's development, the concern is that this exercise may also exacerbate Africa's skills gap.
Africa is not alone. Worldwide, the remittances from people who originate from developing countries amount to $350 billion, almost 3 times higher than that of foreign aid. Sumitra Nydoo, CCTV, Johannesburg.